Good morning, ladies. It is early in the morning, 2:06, and I want to tell you about my holiday. Some things have happened, and I was woken up out of my sleep, and I guess this is the reason why that I need to just take a few minutes and talk to you. Okay. Christmas Eve, I woke up and I laid in bed looking at videos and really just kind of, starting my day off slowly, as I was going to have the 3 days off. And I remember laying in bed thinking that I need to call my son and tell him to wait a bit because it was not only cold here, but the wind was blowing and it was snowing. Now, I knew he would come over at some point, but I didn't really know why. And unfortunately, I did not get up and do what I was being told to do, to call him. And I got a call about 10:30 from him. And he told me he had been in a car accident. He was actually sitting on the side of the road, talking or waiting for the police to arrive. And I remember thinking, oh my God, my heart stopped. And he reassured me, Mom, I'm okay. And, I was on my way over, and he was actually really close. He was closer to home than he was to his apartment. And it brought me to mind of really listening when I am told something. If I had gotten up the way I normally do, I'm an early riser. If I had gotten up and called him and told him to wait a little while, I don't think he would have been in an accident. And I have, throughout my son's life, stood in the gap for him. And I've mentioned before that my son is in the autism spectrum. Throughout his life, I have prayed, I have meditated, I have asked for guidance in every area of his life. And because of that prayer life, because of my prayer life, I have been able to move things in my son's life. And it has happened consistently his entire life. Now, being on the autism spectrum, my son does things that amazed his therapists, his teachers, everyone who was advising me along the way told me over and over all the things that he would not be able to do. And he has consistently been able to do all of those things plus so much more. When he was diagnosed with autism, no one even knew what was going on. There were exactly, I think, 3 books that were available about autism. I bought them all, read them all, applied them all. But still, it is my prayer life that has changed the trajectory of my son's life. He was told early on that he would never drive. He's been driving since he was 18. He's 34 now. He was told that he would not be able to read or hold a job, and he does both. For those of you who don't know, one of the really difficult things for people who are on the spectrum, on the autism spectrum, is socialization, being able to hold a conversation, being able to talk and make friends. And my son talks to everyone. He makes friends easily. He has been able to maintain his friendships. And so all of those things have happened because of my prayer life. I have asked for guidance, and I have sat and listened to the guidance and done all the things that have moved him along so that he is able to accomplish much, much more than any of the doctors or the counselors or the therapists thought he could. And I thank God for that. It is my strong spiritual beliefs and practices that have made my son able to do all of the things that he can do. So I never for a moment discount those things and the abilities to be a woman of faith, to be a woman of spirit. There is something swirling in the air. I can feel it. I can almost taste it. That is how strong it is. And I say that to say this, ladies, whatever your spiritual practices are, make sure that you are doing them. I don't know what is happening, but I know that there is a change happening. There are things that are happening that are unusual. There are things that are happening that I cannot see or understand. So as I navigate through life, I need to make sure that I am listening and hearing and doing the things that I need to do in my spiritual practices. Women are a part of the divine. We bring children into this world, and that makes us automatically a part of the divine. And do not let anybody tell you any different. Black women in particular, I have found to have a spiritual connection that is so strong. Sometimes we don't understand it and it scares us. But in these times, ladies, it is important that you sit in the knowledge and the wisdom of whatever you're being told. Because I am being talked to on a consistent basis. Like I said, I got a message to get up and call him. I didn't do it, and I wish that I had. So that is why I'm making this video. I woke up in the middle of the night and told that I need to tell you that it's cold out. Things are happening that are beyond us, and it is important that we wrap ourselves in our spiritual practices. Be that prayer, be that meditation, be that talking to the ancestors, whatever spiritual practice you have, wrap yourself in it and be consistent, because there's something afoot. I don't have to know exactly what it is to know that I need to do my part to make sure that I stay safe and my loved ones stay safe. And so I'm asking you, ladies, to please take the time that you need to do the spiritual practices that protect you and your family. I wish I had, but now I understand. I cannot blink for a moment. So when I'm told to get up in the middle of the night, here I am. I love you, ladies. Take care of yourselves. I'll talk with you soon.